Welcome, Matt Freeman's Bass Bunker. I'm Matt Freeman. Okay, today we're going to talk about this, my 1966 Ampeg B-15-N flip-top bass amplifier. Okay, so we're going to start here with a full view of the amp. As you can see, the amp part is on the top and the cabinet is on the bottom. And I guess the actual name for this would be Ampeg B-15-N Portaflex. And they're also called flip tops. And the reason why is this part right here, the amp will actually flip over and ride in the cabinet under there. And I'm going to show you guys how that works in a minute. Basically, there's a whole great history behind these amps. They're just really good studio amps. And they're made in the 60s up until the late 70s, probably some version of them. I'm not really sure on the history. There is a great history behind these things, and I'll let you guys look that up on your own. But most notably, they're famous for being, like I said, great studio amps, and some of the great players of all time have used these in the studio, namely James Jamerson, who played on all the great Motown records, Duck Dunn, who played Stax Records, Booker T and the MGs. I'm sure Bob Babbitt used one. But yeah, they're just really great studio amps. I guess you could use them live if you were playing in some small jazz combo or back in the day where they didn't have like big guitar amps. But I think as the rock era progressed, you saw a lot less of these things because I mean, there's no way this thing, it's only 30 watts. It can't keep up with like a pinned Marshall or even a twin reverb probably. But yeah, like I said, they have a really cool tone and they're really great recording amps. And I'll play it here in a minute and try to show you that. But to get closer up here, here's the cabinet. And I'm sure this used to be silver here, this grill cloth, but now it's all nicotine stained. I've had this amp since 1997. I bought it during the Life Won't Wait era of Rancid. We were doing a session, and I actually got it in Los Angeles. And this thing had been, it definitely had a really like hard life, but it sounds great. And I really haven't done much to it over the years. I replaced this part right here. I guess it's the transformer, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. So yeah, so you got the grill cloth here. You got this like cool Tolex. It's in pretty good shape. And here's the controls. Now it actually has two channels. It has channel 1 and channel 2. So you got guitar, bass, and then instrument. And then it has volume, treble, bass, volume, treble, bass. So the channel 1 and channel 2. I guess you could plug in two instruments at the same time. I've never really done that. I only use channel 1 mostly. As far as I can tell, channel 2 sounds sort of the same. You've got on, standby, ground, and then the on and off switch. And the cool thing about this, if you turn it on, that lights up, which is pretty cool. So you go back there again like that. But this is how I set it. Usually just treble there, bass there, and then volume probably about there. Sometimes I'll put it up to here if I want to overdrive it. It has this really cool, warm, like tube-driven sound. But I try not to do that because I just don't want to. I just don't want to, blow it up or anything like that. So it usually stays down there about. Let's see. That's about it. Okay, so let's go around back here and I'll show you guys back of the amp. So you've got a few things going on here. You have hum control, which I guess is to like adjust if you have like bad power or something, you got a bad hum. Extension amp, which I don't know what that is, if you amp out or if you can plug a power amp in, which I wouldn't do, but maybe you Ampeg guys out there can let me know in the comments. I really don't know. You can plug an extension speaker in here at 8 ohms, which I've absolutely never done. That's the speaker cable, which is wired in, and then the power cable and like fuse. And then it has this cool grill here that actually comes off and you can, service it or do whatever you have to do. And then the speaker plugs in down there. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys why they call this a flip top. So basically you undo it here with these four clips, and then I better unplug it. Hold on. There we go. And I plug the speaker, and then it flips over, like hold on, like this. In the wait a minute. I gotta put the cords pinned. I did not plan this well. It's fine. Okay, so it's here like this, and then it just sits down in the amp, in the cabinet like that, and clips in here, and then it has wheels in there. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to play this a little bit and show you guys how this sounds. A couple things. You really can't hear it, I think, through the camera, but it is rattling the entire room. This is a very, very bassy amp. These things are rattling. There's rattles. That's stuff that's sitting on a desk. It is what it is. So if that comes through, you'll know what it is. Also, there's a weird hum coming through it. It's not grounded very well, but it's whatever. 1960s technology. Today I'm playing actually this bass. This is a Fender Custom Shop bass I've actually had for a while. It's based off a 1963 precision bass, and it's pretty period correct. It's got like the reverse tuners and everything like that. I actually have it set up with flat wound strings, and these are actually Labella deep talking bass strings. They're pretty thick. This starts off at a 110, and it's like 110. I know 52. I don't know, something in there. But anyway, so I'm going to try to show you guys how this sounds. So, and this is a combo that like I really like, just the flat wound strings with it. This is what it's really good at. So let's see. I don't know really any Motown bass lines off the top of my head. So you can see, that was a little sloppy, but you can see it's got that really just cool punch. Here's a bass line that this is one of the first bass lines that really got me into bass. Dean and Barney Miller. I love that thing. But yeah, that's basically it. We can try a pick like. That definitely has a sound. I don't like palm muting, but yeah, the way to play this is like with your fingers. I still see these things in studios today. I mean, there's not a lot of big studios around. Back in the 90s when Rancid was playing a lot of these studios, I'd actually go in and say, hey, do you have a B-15? Just, see if they did. And 9 times out of 10, they did. They had something like this, a 60s one, or they had a 70s one, or they had something like it. These actually came, I know that it's called a B12, which is like a 12-inch speaker. And also it has a 15-inch speaker and an 18-inch speaker. So, and I've actually seen the 18s. Those things are really cool. In fact, I'd actually like to get my hands on one of those. But all right, so that's basically how it sounds. All right, so I'm just going to cut to the chase here. Thanks for watching the channel. I really appreciate it. I missed last week, but some stuff happened, but I'm back. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Any comments you have on the amp, anything I left out, which I'm sure was a lot. But anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.